Hello and welcome to another vlog, but this time I'm hoping it's gonna be a little bit special. So ever since I heard that this book is coming out, which you know what it is from the title, it's City of Ghosts. It's a middle grade book. It's written by V.E. Schwab, and as most of you will know, I live in Edinburgh. This book is set in Edinburgh, so when I heard about this book, the first thing I wanted to do is to read this, see the places that it mentions, and make it so you and me visit those places as we go. So I'm hoping to do some sort of like a book trip, book tour. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna tour the places in the book. So this video might contain some mild spoilers for you guys if you haven't read this. I will try and edit these places in chronological order, so maybe you wanna watch this in parts for when you read it. I'll insert the chapter numbers here as well. Does it have chapters? Yes, it does. So I'll insert the chapter numbers as we go, so you know which one features that location. I don't know how many locations there will be, but I know it has a little map. The place that I actually live at is in one of these circles. I'm not gonna say which, but it's here. Yeah, I thought it would be a really cool idea. And then also quite a good amount of people also messaged me suggesting that I do this, so it's not really a very original idea because everyone thought of it as well. But I still hope you guys are gonna enjoy this, just even if it's just like a tiny glimpse of the places. So you and me are gonna have a little adventure this time. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope this like turns out okay. And let's get going. The cab rounds the corner and we're suddenly face to face with the castle from Mum's map. Only it's not a tiny illustration, it's a real life castle on a cliff. I stare wide-eyed. Dad lets out a small, appreciative whistle. Mom beams. Even Jacob looks impressed. It seems painted on the sky. Postcard perfect. I remember from the map that the castle is an old town, and sure enough, we drive over a bridge. There's no water beneath, just a train station and a large green park, and into the older part of the city. Mum and I are walking down the Royal Mile. It's a broad and busy road that runs from the castle all the way down to the base of a giant hill called Arthur's Seat. They stand like bookends, the castle and the hill, on either end of the city. Mum reappears with bottles of water, a candy bar, and a sightseeing booklet. I brace myself for something creepy or ghoulish, but Mum leads me down the road to a place called the Elephant House, a bright red cafe with a banner that proudly announces birthplace of Harry Potter. No way, I say, following her inside. I'm in awe as Mum and I explore the cafe. Apparently, it was here at the Elephant House where author J.K. Rowling, the J.K. Rowling, dreamed up Harry and Hermione and Ron. I think it's about to rain, I say, shivering. Mum shrugs. This is Scotland, it's always about to rain. She studies her booklet again. It must be the lingering magic of the Elephant House, because when she says we should visit something called Greyfriars Kirk, I agree. Only when we're walking do I realize I have no idea what a kirk is. It's a church, says Mum, adding cheerfully, and this one's home to the most haunted graveyard in Europe. And just like that, the whimsy of the wizarding world is gone, replaced by the threat of specters and spirits. Make our way to the graveyard. I can practically hear Jacob in my head uttering a low sarcastic yay. The iron gate sits between two stone columns, metal lettering curling overhead. Greyfriars. Beyond the gate I see stretches of green lawn, the stained glass windows of a church, people wandering the grounds. I breathe in and taste damp stone, all dirt. There's a tour group just inside the gate. The guide gestures to one of the graves where dog toys are piled. One of Greyfriars' most famous tenants, explains the guide in posh British accent, was a terrier named Bobby. But unlike most of the residents, he was very much alive when he first came to the graveyard. It's said that when his owner died and was buried here, Bobby stayed by the grave not for one night or two, but for 14 years. When he finally passed away, a collection of sad awes from the group, he was buried just within the gate. Bobby is probably the kindest ghost you'll find amongst these stones. We turn onto a broad street called Southbridge, the first stop on our filming schedule. As we pass coffee shops and bookstores and a dozen other ordinary places, I begin to relax. Southbridge, starts Mum, may look like an ordinary street, but the vaults nested below are the site of many hauntings. Oh, come on, I think, looking down. We end the day in a place called Grass Market. Of course, there's no grass and I don't see any signs of a market, just a wide open plaza surrounded by shops and pubs. The castle looms behind the buildings like an eerie sentinel, but the plaza itself is nice, airy, open. This isn't so bad, I think, right before Mom tells me that it used to be an execution ground. Why am I even surprised? Edinburgh Castle sits on its high rock cliff looming over everything. As we start up the broad stone steps, it stares back at us, a dark grey shadow against a pale grey sky. The word castle has always made me think of a giant house, but this is more like a miniature city. We're still outdoors, surrounded by high stone walls and a network of lower buildings, some steepled and others flat, all of it like something out of a medieval fantasy. This place is breathtaking. For once, I can't bring myself to take a picture because I know a photo could never really capture what I'm seeing. So I lean on the ramparts and simply take it all in. If we were in the real world right now, we'd be standing inside a bookstore. Blackwell's reads a sign on the wall in white and blue paint. And that is everything for the little tour. I probably didn't mention all of the places, but I tried to mention most of them, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Some of the places, like the hotel they were staying and the camera shop, I couldn't find because I'm assuming they're not real. Let me know if you have read the book, if you enjoyed it. Have you been to Edinburgh? Did you like that one? Chat me down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome, stay kind, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!